guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Harriet Maloba and we are continuing with our coastal edition dishes. So today we are going to make pilau, special pilau, Swahili pilau, that we are going also to use coconut as part of the ingredients. We are also going to use zabibu or raisins as also part of the ingredients. So welcome, let's move on together. The ingredients we require are onions cut into rings, ginger crushed, garlic crushed, pilau masala whole. We are going to crush it kidogo for us to be able to burst out the flavors. So because it doesn't have enough cloves, we are going to add a few cloves, and the cumin seeds, which we are also going to crush to burst kidogo. Potatoes, which I washed, peeled and fried in mafuta briefly so that they can come out whole without bursting. And beef, which I have already boiled, plus our rice. And then we will also do kachumbari, which is going to accompany the pilau. So first and foremost, we will make the rojo, which we will make separately. So you put a bit of the sunflower oil, then we put our onion rings. We need onion rings of about 3 onions. You leave them until they become brown. So in the process, we crush our whole pilau spice so that the flavors can burst in the pilau. Yes, just a bit. Then we also burst the cumin seeds, which I had previously soaked in water to clean. Then now we can burst them. If your spices had maybe overstayed at the market or at the grocery, you can dry fry them without any oil. Put a pan on the heat and then put them briefly so that they can dry a bit, then begin to use. That way when you crush them, they burst out fast and they give out very good flavor. And our zabibu or raisins, we have soaked in warm water so that they can be cleaned and try to absorb back a bit of the moisture. These are just optional, but it's a special ingredient because of the people I'm going to serve. You don't have to have it. It's optional. So you realize we did not put a lot of oil in our onions because we are going to use coconut, and coconut also has oil. That's why we did not put much oil. So once the onions are brown, you can see how they look. We put our garlic. And our ginger, crushed ginger. We give them time to cook briefly. Then we begin to put our spices. You put your whole spice. And the cumin. You're already getting the aroma of pilau cooking. So the powder, that masala, just a bit, because we already have the whole. Once we have them cook briefly, then now we can add our boiled meat. So our meat, we've cut them in big chunks, not very tiny like for beef stew, just big chunks. And I prefer the bone because they also add flavor in the pilau. But should be bones that are not tiny to hurt someone when they are chewing. Looking very nice. We add in our potatoes, which we had fried. and a bit of salt. So once we have it like that, we will put our thick coconut milk in the meat. We allow it to cook briefly, because remember, the potatoes are ready, the meat is also ready, had pre-boiled. So we let them cook, the sauce now cook briefly before we begin with the rice. So you can see our sauce is ready. With the tui, that is the thick coconut milk. So now we can remove and place the light coconut milk. That one now we've measured, because we have 2 glasses of rice. We have put here 4 glasses of the light coconut milk. So as it's boiling, we will have to wash our rice. So our water has boiled. So we will put our rice. So as we continue with the rice, we wait for it to continue cooking. At the same time, we prepare our kachumbari. So we cut our onions into rings. We will cut into rings, then we will clean with salt. So once you cut your onions into rings, we will put a lot of salt so that we are able to clean off the onions and remove all the harshness from it. So you rub it nicely with salt until they become soft. You can see the harshness is coming out in form of water. Then once you have rubbed them nicely like that, we wash them. Our rice is getting along well. So clean them nicely. Rinse them well and wash away all the salt. Squeeze off all the water. And you have your clean onions. We put in the bowl now so that we can cut the tomatoes and the dania for kachumbari. So when you cut your tomatoes, you cut transparent, thin slices. So we are going to have the tomatoes, all tomatoes cut. Then we mix well with dania and we put lemon juice. Of course, we will test it after that, so that we will know if we are going to adjust the salt or we leave it like that. So we can see our rice is coming to drying up. So we have the raisins and mazabibu, we can now put them. And we put our sauce. At this juncture, you can adjust the salt. And we cover our rice so that it can cook slowly. You can either put it in the oven or just put charcoal on top. And it will dry up. If you don't have foil paper, you can still use old newspapers dipped in water or wheat flour wrappers dipped in water. So we put hot charcoal on top and leave our rice to dry as we continue making our kachumbari. So once we have put the charcoal, we put it back. And make sure we spread the charcoal so that it can dry evenly. Just like for 20 minutes, then it will be ready. So now we continue with our kachumbari. We finish up with the tomatoes. Then we'll put dania and lemon juice.
So guys, here was a brief explanation of how to make the kachumbari, but unfortunately we had technical issues. But clearly you can see we are finishing up on the kachumbari with the dania, and at the end you'll see us adding the lemons. And I also explained that in case you have lettuce or cucumber lying in the house, you can thinly slice them or finely chop the lettuce and add in the kachumbari so that it can add value or add flavor to the kachumbari. So yeah guys, enjoy the rest of the video.
Our pilau is now ready. We can present it. Since we are all going to eat in one senior, we are just 4 of us. So looking very beautiful. The potatoes are just whole. They didn't mash up. And our chunks of meat. With the kachumbari. Can have some there. And some here. And then we need bananas. So here, our pilau, Swahili pilau is ready with kachumbari, ripe bananas, and one of us takes pilipili, so I did some bit of pilipili ya kukaanga, ready for munching. Until next time guys, let me end this video here. Please support me by subscribing, share, press the notification bell so that every time when I upload a video, at least you are notified and you are amongst my crew that watches my video as it airs. Thank you for your support. I love you so much.